Elon Musk says Apple has an open secret. The chief executive of Tesla said the iPhone maker is building its own electric car. Now, joining us now to break it all down is Dan Costa, editor-in-chief at PCMag.com. Dan, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us, what are Musk's thoughts on a rival electric car made by Apple, and why would Apple want to build a car in the first place?
Yeah, so, we've been talking about Apple's electric car plans for over a year now, and they've mostly been at the stage of rumor. This is probably the biggest confirmation we've seen from someone inside the industry. As you know, Tesla and Apple are in a pitched battle for talent, for engineers, for people that know how to design cars. So Elon Musk actually does have some inside information as to what types of employees Apple has been hiring. A lot of people are saying they've hired up to 1,000 engineers to build this electric car. The thing to remember here is that just because they're building a car doesn't mean that's the car that's going to actually reach the market. They could be doing so for research and development purposes, to understand the market better, to understand how to service their other customers better. But all things said, I think it's a pretty good indicator that Apple's getting very serious about the automotive market.
And obviously, that quest for talent will be one way that this Apple car could potentially impact the rest of the auto market. But what are some of the other ways that you think that this potential electric vehicle from Apple could disrupt or impact the market?
So there's two big trends that are happening in the auto industry right now: electrification and self-driving or automation. And Apple's actually got a lot to offer the market in both those categories. They've got great battery technology, they've got great engineering talent that could help them design a vehicle. And then in terms of automation, they've got great software and great interface and a mapping program that can really help design the self-driving component to it. So they've actually got a lot to offer the market. And you look at what Google's doing, they're doing pretty much the same thing. They're designing their own prototypes, they're working on electrification, and they're working on automation. So these are the big trends, and you look at the big tech companies out there, including Tesla, and they're sort of in a unique position to shake up the industry.
Well, that being said, those are the pros for the big tech players that are trying to get into this space, but what are some of the industry challenges?
Well, the concern is always that it's going to wind up being a distraction. These are next generation markets. These are markets that Apple and Google probably won't be making money on in the next 5 years, maybe not even the next 10 years. So they're long-term bets, and you worry that a company like Google or Apple could get distracted by this. Whereas you take a company like Tesla, this is their sole purpose, their sole mission. They have the engineering talent, they've got the software development talent, they're the leading edge in terms of automation and self-driving, and they're very focused. So really two different strategies, but they're all driving to the same place. They all want to build an electric self-driving car that will be available for the masses, and it seems like in not too long we're going to see those.
Absolutely. And what does Musk say that Tesla needs in order to make a big impact on the world?
They've got to get their prices down. The thing that they've got great vehicles, they're very successful, but they've got to get the prices down to where an average American can afford an electric vehicle, and a great electric vehicle. They're making serious progress. Their prices are now, you can get a Tesla for, they've got their new sedan model. It's going to be 30 grand, and you've got subsidies that are helping bring that cost down even further. Once it becomes a $25,000 product, then you're going to start to see it really move in volume.
Absolutely. And finally, Mr. Musk said, in the future, we'll be able to compare driving a car yourself to owning a horse. Now, tell me what your thoughts are on that comment.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast self-driving has come along. I think we're going to go through a long period of assisted driving where the car takes over for some things, but you still need to have a driver in the car. But for long-distance driving, it's amazing just how effective the self-driving cars can be, and they're just going to get better from here.
Dan, I don't know if I'm ready to try it out just yet. But Dan Costa, editor-in-chief at PCMag.com, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Kate Rogers. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series, Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.